All right, we had your ex-boyfriend, right, Taylor?
Yes.
Okay, on. He told his story. I think this is what people kind of want to hear. Sommer says Taylor Holder tried getting back with her when he was with Charly Jordan. Sommer explains the story. Do you have a take on any of this?
Yeah, what's the take?
Give us the tea.
Did you hear what Taylor said?
What the fuck's the take?
And what, like, true, not true, facts?
Oh yeah,
Taylor
we did
really
post
only
the
talked
Taylor
about
pod.
Sommer.
Yeah,
I feel like you
About
focus
Charly.
more on Sommer.
When did you guys break up?
You and
Wait,
Taylor.
when?
Yeah.
I think it was like 5 weeks ago.
I love how we all
So
lean
we
back.
all-
I love how we all lean back.
This
for
is
It's
like,
oh,
this
shit,
is like
this
new
is
blood then.
serious.
This is kind of how long you dated for?
It was 7 months.
Okay, so it's like sort of fresh.
It was really public though, so people were obsessed with you guys together. That's why the breakup was
Yes.
so probably hard for you.
And
Yes.
I'm going to ask things that are like probably repetitive. You said, why'd you guys break up?
Why did we break
Yeah.
up?
Mutual,
So
you, him, like what happened?
it was mutual. We both have very different lives, and obviously when we kind of met, it was like at the beginning of quarantine.
Sure.
So we had a lot of time to spend together, but as soon as everything kind of started going back to how it was, from my lifestyle of like nightlife, DJing, traveling, and then his is like very much staying in LA, very much entertainment focused. So we're always doing different things, and it just was bad timing. So it was a mutual breakup, and then this whole like Sommer situation, it's so crazy to me. I saw on the interview you did with him, you were like, why is this resurfacing again after a year?
Yeah.
Like,
That's what we were.
We were
all
like,
doing.
why
brought
is
it
this?
up.
Like, I was thinking the same thing. I was just like, why, after literally a year, like, this girl's had multiple boyfriends, has been doing her own thing. Like, why does she still care to bring this up? It's, like, really funny that she would bring it up right before one of Taylor's biggest fights. Right before my biggest residency announcement in Vegas. Like, I just signed, like, a 2-year residency in Vegas, which
Saw
is
that.
super exciting.
Congratulations.
Yeah,
Thank
congrats.
you.
That's amazing. That's
So exciting.
That's awesome.
You guys are going to have to come out.
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
But, yeah, I don't know. I don't know why she brought it up now.
You said you
So you
barely
don't like
even know
this
her.
girl, clearly.
Yeah. There's
Dude,
no
I can tell by like the way you're
well,
talking
I just
now.
don't
Yeah.
really know her. That's the crazy part.
That's why it's like, why
I
are you
don't know
talking
this
You
girl.
guys have like passed by each other on like paparazzi or some shit before, right? And like,
Yeah, so she was in the same restaurant as me, and obviously Kevin was like, "You guys are in the same building together."
Yeah, of
da, da,
course
da,
he's
da,
gonna
da.
be there fucking.
And
video.
I don't have a problem with, or didn't have a problem with her up until lately because she started resurfacing all this stuff. I was just like, "Yo, like you slandered me online for 4 months like straight." Because
And
Taylor,
what was she saying?
So Taylor and I started talking to each other, and to my knowledge, they were done. Everyone told me they were done. He told me they were done. I was like, okay, like I'd met her a couple times, didn't really know her that well, so I really didn't think there was gonna be a problem. Taylor and I got paparazzi'd going out to lunch, and this is when we were friends, so shouldn't have even been a problem anyways because we weren't dating, we weren't talking, we just went to
Let's
lunch.
just, you guys and your TikTok
TikTok world
think
with the
you can
little
get
like
away
friends
with like their
thing.
friends.
The
That's
music video
like,
with married women.
Just so you know,
It's like God,
like
man.
real world.
How's this real?
Okay, that's
that's
a little
not-
bit different. I literally was just
That's
going
not
to
real
lunch.
world though. You know that's not real world. Like you don't just like.
No shit, and like go back to interviews from a year ago. I actually had a business meeting at this restaurant in Beverly Hills, and I got the whole thing comped, and it was like 4 people that were coming, and they all had to reschedule. So I had this like really nice meal, and I was like, I don't want to eat this by myself here, so I just hit up Taylor. I was like, yo, if you want to bring you and any friends, like come through, like eat the
Yeah, I was
food.
just
Right. I mean, go.
And then,
Bullshit, but go ahead. That's like such bullshit.
I love it. I love that he calls it.
I mean, it is like if I had a girlfriend and she's going out to dinner with like an attractive dude, I'm like for lunch, like what the fuck is that all
fuck?
about?
What
But
do you do?
neither of us had significant others.
Right,
We
you're
were
saying
just
right,
friends.
but correct. That's
'Cause
you're
Taylor and I
not
had
just
known each
friends,
other-
but go ahead.
But we'd known each other for a while, probably
Right.
like 2.5
But I mean,
years prior.
the
to
proof
this.
is in the pudding. You ended up dating the dude.
We did
So-
end up dating, yes. So at
Yeah,
the time, but I'm
it's a
saying,
little-
so I'm not saying that nothing
They
was
weren't
going to
dating
happen.
yet.
Right.
But at the time, we were under the impression
working
that we
on
were
it.
friends.
All right, so
Yes.
continue.
Right.
We were just hanging out, getting.
But you
to
both
each
were
other.
single at the time.
Correct.
Yes.
So
Okay.
it was
So
like,
then it
kind of
really
like
doesn't
a
matter.
date, but go ahead.
So it was
Yes.
a date.
Yeah.
Sure, if you guys want to call it that.
I
don't
do.
think it was
I
a
do.
date.
We
For
do
the record,
actually.
I do.
Yeah, on the
All right.
record, I want to call
All
it a
right, but
date.
go ahead.
We went to lunch as friends and got paparazzi'd, and Summer saw the video online, and that's when she started saying.
Because
stuff
she still
about
had
me.
feelings for Taylor.
I guess.
And we don't know if they were actually
She
still
probably
maybe.
threw up the block again.
I actually saw. I didn't.
Probably hit the
Pro-
block.
she did.
She
and
ever blocked
and that's
you?
why there was this whole like So she blocked me for like a day. I
She's the
couldn't see.
block queen.
I couldn't
No, for
see.
real.
I
Can
couldn't
we
see
get
her
her?
shit.
We gotta get her.
Yeah,
on
I know.
her
I feel like
side
we gotta
story
get her on
every
the
side.
pod,
I actually
like-
sat next to her at
She
the
blocks
fight.
more
But-
than fucking Rudy Gobert. Like,
She
she's
said that she
going
never
crazy.
blocked me, so I was confused. Like, it was like literally one day where I could not see her profile, and I was like, what the fuck is going on?
And you never said anything to her or about her before?
No.
It just hit you with the block?
She just hit me with it, and I was like, okay, like I don't know what I did, like I had known her, so I was like, I'm sorry, like you still have feelings for Taylor. I'm not trying to step on anyone's toes, like I don't know what's going on. And then she really just like went into it. Like every paparazzi interview that someone asked her about me, she would be like, this girl, she's like, oh, the girl that Taylor Holder's talking to, like her name doesn't even deserve to be said. Like she knew my fucking name. And she was just like really being petty and like
She's got to search your name to block you.
Yeah,
that's
doing
true.
some crazy
that's
shit.
true. You gotta know someone's name to block their Instagram.
That is true. That is facts.
Yeah.
You know, she said she didn't block me, and that's been like her whole one thing that she's clung on to is that I said that she blocked me, and then she didn't. But besides that, I haven't really ever done anything to the girl. I don't really know her, so I'm not sure why this has become such a thing. And exactly what Taylor said too. He's tried talking to her in person. I've tried talking to her in person. We were literally at the same place a couple nights ago. Tried to talk to her. Girl turns her back on me, refuses to speak to me. I was like, okay, so you're gonna go online.
There's got to be a point where it's just like,
and say all
no
this
point
shit
anymore to make an effort.
No, for
right?
real.
I
That's
mean,
why.
it's one of those things. I've said it a bunch. It's just you guys are all under a microscope.
Yeah.
But when you really boil it down to the nuts of it, it happens with everybody everywhere. It's like
In real life,
start dating her ex and she still has feelings. So it's like there's jealousy
there's
or what.
just
Like,
Whatever
that
the
happens
fuck's
everywhere.
gonna happen.
Yeah,
It's
but I
just-
just
there's,
feel
like,
like you
huge
could
microscope.
easily address that in person. And that's the part that I was talking about. It's so crazy to me. Like, I sacrifice everything about my life to, you know, I put everything about my life online, and my relationship is one thing that I'm not willing to, like, fake or, like, expose. And this relationship that I had with Taylor was, like, the first public relationship I've ever had. Prior to that, everything had been super private. So I just got kind of thrown into this, like, whole world that I had no clue about. And that's why, like, major props to you and all of your friends for dedealing with the fucking drama that goes on all the time.
I mean, she brought up before
'Cause
you were here
it's just crazy. Like, it's so insane.
a 5-letter word that we don't speak around here. It's
Right,
like,
yeah.
we don't say that name around here.
No.
But, yeah, no, we don't. But that was just
No, we
a
don't.
whole... I mean, I don't really know any of them anymore. I don't really see them, honestly. Like,
Me
everyone's
neither.
kind of split up and done their own
Yeah.
thing.